All right, guys, Charlie, look, we've got some few weeks to the end of the transfer window, and things are buzzing, like really, really serious, really, really serious. And there are a few transfers that are still in the air, We are waiting to see what they will do, where the players will go and all of that. There are a few transfers that are still in the air. But fundamentally, also has to do with Chelsea and the transfer business they've done so far. They've signed quite a number of players. They're also working to try and let some players go. But the most topical issue there has to do with Enzo Fernandez. And the very fact that Chelsea has opened themselves to the possibility of Enzo Fernandez leaving for a club that is equally thinking about keeping some of their experienced players, keeping some of their best players, and ensuring that they compete this coming season. Not just to get back to the Champions League place, but equally to fight for titles. Chelsea is actually thinking about letting one of their best players to go, Enzo Fernandez. And we just want to ask, is this reasonable? Is this a reasonable position Chelsea has taken? Then Arsenal also, we are hearing that they might be interested in Victor Osimhen. What's the latest on that? Victor Osimhen. And if you look at the numbers, as far as Victor Osimhen is concerned, the numbers are pretty good. In the last 6 seasons, he's registered double digits. And if you look at Victor Osimhen, even last season in Turkey, the number of goals he scored, I mean, you're talking about Gyökeres, the number of goals Gyökeres scored, I think about 15, played about 32 games, and Victor Osimhen about 22 games, and he registered about 13 goals across. Kai Havertz, 2 goals, Gabriel Jesus, I think just about 1 or so. Arsenal clearly need someone in the attacking third to try and help Gyökeres get the goals. Should they go for Victor Osimhen, or where should they end up? That's one thing. Then Manchester United, Michael Carrick says he has given a very direct message to the owners that they should get him some signings. So, guys, let's talk about that. Let's start. Where do you want to start? You're wearing Spurs. They've been quite busy in the market today. Yeah. They want to sign Savino. Looks like they will get him. But even your club are also in some funny situation with Rodri. But it looks like you definitely get Rodri. I think you're definitely going to get Rodri. That's not going to be a problem. But let's talk about Man United, though. Or Chelsea. Or Arsenal.
Yeah, any of them.
I mean, it's just annoying.
Talk about Barca, Munisika.
No, we have.
But you people, why did you go to sign Rodri and people are asking for 70, 80 and you went
Say bring 80, I bring sending 40.
And you brought 42
Bring
million.
80, you are bringing 60.
As a businessman here, if you're going into a market, I mean, you know, Rodri, you look at the age. He's probably, I think, he's going to be 31. 31. I mean,
he's currently 30, so he's going to be 31.
So 31, he's past his prime. So going to invest about 80 million in him is quite crazy. So as an investor, I would consider my decision and probably trim it down to 60, 65. And that's a reasonable amount. That's what Barca is trying to do. So it's quite understanding that the negotiation bit is kind of taking a bit of time and all that. So with that part, I clearly understand why Deco is stretching their whole transfer.
I think I agree with you.
And also another crucial part in our squad where Barca is struggling a bit is the striking area. Where
you're clearly not going to get.
Yeah, we've lost Lewandowski, we've lost Ferran Torres, which I'm happy he's gone. So now we are going in for Julian Alvarez. Alvarez looks like it's not going to happen. So the ideal situation is that get probably someone equally better or probably good to match that attacking.
And who are you thinking about?
There's a striker in Villarreal, Mikatadze, and then there's also Luis Suarez. He's currently in the conversation.
I heard he's even on top of the list. Luis Suarez.
I saw him against Ghana versus Colombia. He wasn't promising, but then Charlie.
Yeah, but
that's the situation.
The funny thing is when you see his numbers, they look encouraging.
In the Portuguese league, the strikers are very deceiving. I mean,
look at Gyökeres. Look at Gyökeres.
Darwin Núñez,
bro, very, very deceiving strikers. So if you are someone in the market and you're looking for a striker and then you see their numbers, you see the goals they've scored and then the assists they've provided, you'll be like, Charlie, let's go in for Gyökeres. Yeah. We all were clamoring for such a striker when Arsenal were about to buy him. He would take the ball, he would 10, then he would go fire. Then
but to be fair, his first season, he did pretty well. I mean, double figures.
He's done well at Arsenal. But then we all expected we expected Gyökeres to probably have gone for the goal king.
I test. You know, and it's not even about the goal king thing.
He was supposed to go for the goal king.
I test.
Because what we saw Djokovic do at Sporting was so crazy, bro. That guy that goes there.
Come on now, your man no fit break ball safe.
Yeah, then he be crazy.
Somebody say, it be like Lukaku give him in boot.
But isn't it the test of the Premier League? I mean, the Premier League competition is a different.
I mean,
you know, it takes time. To,
okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
His first season, let's see what he does.
He joined an entirely new squad and then set up a different style of play from Sporting.
Yeah.
Sporting, we saw how Amorim deployed him and all that. So coming to us now, I mean,
If you want to know even why that league cries fraud, look at Amorim.
Oh no, Amorim. I mean, Amorim's situation was.
I think the situations look. If you
They are different.
If you generalize it like that, because look at Jose Mourinho. He came from Porto.
Yeah.
He won the Champions League with Porto. Went to Chelsea
And
came to
changed it.
break the monopoly that
But there have been some
Arsenal
good-
and Man
there have been some
United
good
had.
players from
he
the-
went to
from
Inter
the
Milan.
Portuguese league.
Then he
No
went
doubt
on
about
to
that.
Real Madrid. From there,
Yeah.
Portuguese league. Ronaldo came from the Portuguese league. Didn't
Yeah.
he? We didn't see the brilliance of Nani. Have you not seen the brilliance of Bruno Fernandes? Came from the Portuguese league. So I think generalization.
Ruben
might be a bit
Diaz,
problematic.
David
But like you
Luiz, all
mentioned,
these
there are
players.
some individual players
Yeah.
whose situation, if you look at it in context,
Yeah.
like the case of Gyökeres, like I said, I mean, we've been too harsh. It's his first season. Of course, the expectations were high.
Yeah.
But his first season, producing about, I think, 14 or 15 goals this season, is okay. Let's see what he does next season, and maybe you can judge him on that level. But yeah. But you're talking about preseason. Why are you talking about player in preseason? No, why are you talking about preseason?
You can't even break the ball, bro.
No. For me, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Look.
Touch
I'm giving
and
the
shoot,
benefit of the doubt.
pa.
We're
Then
gonna
your man
see
touch
next
the
season
ball,
and
then you go corner.
And how it works. So fundamentally, you think Barca have got to sort out their striking options before
That's
the
the
end
most.
of the transfer.
That's the most important.
That's the most
part.
important thing for you now.
With the Rodri deal, I mean, if he doesn't come, we still have options available with the La Masia and then probably in the.
I think Rodri will come.
He'll come.
sort it
He'll
out.
definitely make
I think if Barca is
Barca
able
also
to,
have a good relationship with Man
yeah,
City.
if
so
Barca is
it's
able to
not
give
going to be it's not
Man
going to
City
be
at
a big
least
deal.
something like 60, something like 70 million. I think Man City might
70 plus 10 million add-ons.
Yeah, so Barca have got to sort out their striking options.
Yeah.
So we're all waiting to see who they'll sign. For Madrid, it looks like they are sorted. Jose
Madrid, I'm
Mourinho
concerned
still,
though.
They still need a few. Clearly, Mourinho need a few more players, but we are waiting
They
to see.
need
who will
midfielders.
work
They
out.
need one midfielder,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Because the profile of midfielders
By the
they
way, no
have.
player has been linked to Real Madrid at the moment. There's
Yeah,
no
no.
player
Nah.
that has been linked to Real
But it
Madrid.
looks like they might just sign someone from La Liga because they do quite well with that. When they spot a very talented player in the league and then they go in for him, like the striker they scored,
Yeah,
SP.
Yeah.
I mean, no one thought of Madrid going in for such a player, and all of a sudden they did, and it's going to work for them. We've seen them do that quite a number of times with Joselu.
Yeah.
Joselu, I know, was a very good player in La Liga. He's in the league of Igo Aspas, Muriqi, and then the likes of the Osasuna striker. I mean, if you are a La Liga stan, Budimir, Anta Budimir,
Yeah.
top player.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's Joselu was in that league, but SP I think is quite young, so we've not yet seen him in La Liga so much. But last season he was a revelation in the league. So hopefully he
will
translates
deliver
that in Mourinho's
I mean,
setup.
talking about midfielders, I read somewhere that Madrid might consider using Trent as a midfielder in case they don't get an additional body
Yeah, you can
after
work.
the transfer window
Could
is
work.
done. So
I
that's
think
also
we're
another
all
option they are
curious
looking
to
at.
see how the Mourinho experiment works at Real Madrid. Is the second time he's returning to Real Madrid.
Actually, watch the documentary.
Yeah, I've watched
Charlie,
it.
solid.
It's a
Solid.
beautiful piece.
Solid.
You know, and we are waiting to see how it works out. The last time he went to a place for the second time, we
didn't
saw
work
how
out.
it turned out. Chelsea, he won the league there, and of course, he ended on a bad note again. He went back to Portugal just recently. He went unbeaten, yet could not win the league. But if you look at the kind of Mourinho,
But even
we've
that one, the
seen now-
cry is context because he didn't start with them. He took over when they were at a very bad place.
Yeah,
And yeah.
and things completely around for them. But if you look at the kind of Mourinho we have seen in recent years, it looks like a hungrier Mourinho. It looks like a Mourinho that has adapted his style a bit. If you look at how Benfica played, if you paid attention to how Benfica played, it's not how the Mourinho we knew. Used to play, especially when I was at Chelsea, when I was at Inter Milan, very defensive oriented, and if you look how Benfica play, they play good football. Benfica, you watch Benfica, you wonder, is this Mourinho coaching Benfica? Very expressive in their football. But let's see how the experiment with Madrid works out. Then straight to England now, because the big issue at the moment has to do with Chelsea, who have now entertained the idea of allowing Enzo Fernandez to leave. And I find that to be ridiculous for a club that is in the situation they are at the moment. One, you say you're looking to bring in experienced players. You've been able to get a talent who spent close to 3-4 years in the club, become a leader of the club, and when the club find itself in a critical position where, as they are, where they are looking to get back to the very highest level, get back to the Champions League, get back to competing for the title, and then you're entertaining the idea of allowing one of your star players to go. And in fact, Enzo Fernandez was the best player for Chelsea last season. That's what even makes it the more ridiculous. You are willing to allow your best player to go. What kind of conversation?
I might argue with that. I might argue that.
I think with the situation, current situation Chelsea finds itself in with Enzo, is similar to that of Barcelona with Ferran Torres. The reason is that Enzo, for a player to come out publicly to say he wants to go, I mean, there's no need to even entertain.
I'm not sure he came out publicly.
But the comments.
Ferran Torres.
No. Ferran Torres did that.
Yeah.
That Barca needs to show him love.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what he meant by that love. And then Enzo, we saw it in the media when it came up that he wanted to move to Madrid. I don't know.
He was asked about where he would love to live, a city he would love to live. And he said, yeah, I mean, he will one day love to live.
The funny thing
in
about
Madrid.
the Enzo situation, he has
Do you
never
have a city
hinted
you would love
that
to
he
live
wants
in
to
one
go
day?
to Madrid.
Me,
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you want to play for Barcelona.
No, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
But then the Enzo's situation, I think, is probably from there's some. It seemed to me that there's some level of friction with him and then the top hierarchy of the team, because for a player of his status or maybe caliber, you don't expect Chelsea. I mean, a team like Chelsea to be pushing him out of the team. Whenever such situations happens, it could probably be that there's bad relationship. There's the manager does not like him, or maybe the player himself is pushing or forcing himself out of the club. And it's hard to tell with that and with how that came about.
But if you look at his quality,
his quality is
looking at his quality, do you find it reasonable that Chelsea is even entertaining the idea that they want the guy to go and giving clubs 5 p.m. Friday come and pay, or like you have such a quality player you want to
it's because of the quality. That's why there's a timeline to his transfer. Chelsea knows that.
No, but if
Chelsea knows that there's no club that can come out in that fast-paced period to come and sign Enzo.
Well, unless they don't want.
If you look at the timeline, Zach, if you look at the timeline they've put out there, in one hand, Chelsea is still interested. In the other hand, they want to just sell. They want to sell because
but should they,
there's
the question
a friction.
Is that if you look at the quality of the player, you look at what he's likely to contribute, just even based on what he did last season. Should you even be sitting down and discussing this guy actually leaving your club? For a club that want to return to the very highest level when it comes to football, shouldn't you even be having such a discussion? If there's any discussion at all you should be having, should it not be, what can we do to keep Enzo? How much extra money do we need to give him? What do we need to say to him to keep him? Instead of giving people timeline and tell them, hey, 5 p.m. I think you should not be having that conversation at all. You should not be having that conversation. You should be having a conversation about what can we do to keep a player of that quality.
But has Enzo himself also come out to shut down the rumors? No, he hasn't. So he has also not helped situation.
Yeah.
Because ordinarily, Chelsea ideally don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
But yet again, you don't want to keep a player who is not happy.
That's the situation on the ground.
And with Enzo's situation, it's all about contracts. Chelsea wants to renew his contract. They did the same for Moises Caicedo, did the same for Cole Palmer, and they are about to do the same for Joao Pedro. They want to keep their best players, so they want to improve their contract. But it looks like they've not yet reached an agreement with Enzo. The kind of money he's demanding, Chelsea are not willing to meet those demands. You get it? And they are still trying to find ways to secure the deal down because he still have about six years left in his contract. Yeah, 6 years, Charlie. But the issue is not even with Enzo. It's his entourage, his agent, Pastore, and those people. They are the ones making noise about the player and all that. You see,
offering him to
Chelsea
Madrid and stuff.
Chelsea don't like. They have a new coach in Xabi Alonso. This season, he has to produce, bro. Distraction, the season is starting next week. That's why Chelsea are giving them deadline today, because next week, no, serious business. We don't want season to start and rumors and is Enzo still leaving, those kind of stuff. The coach wants to focus on his team, wants to focus on the first team, the players that he knows he can rely on. That's why Charlie.
But as a fan, would you want, if you had your way, would you support Enzo leaving the club?
Charlie, 120 million there. If he comes fast, you can get his replacement. I mean, Enzo is a good player, but he's not a player you can't say you can't replace. That's a fact.
And who will you replace?
I mean, there are a lot of players, good players around.
Mention one.
Wharton is not a bad player. Wharton of Crystal Palace, I like him.
Ayob.
There's this Camara guy too in France. Is it long? Yeah. And there's also another, I think there's Alex Scott. And these are also players that Chelsea are looking at in case what's the name? Enzo Fernandez leaves. So it's kind of like, we don't want to lose him, but if he also wants to go, we are not going to block him. That kind of stuff.
That's the situation they face.
But I think Chelsea should not let Enzo Fernandez
But you don't also want to force and keep and so it's out there. Charlie,
the point is
come and buy. If 5 p.m. now, where they don't come by, we take one at 10. So
fair enough. But quickly also has to do with Man United. They haven't been impressive in the transfer window. Their major signings have been Andre Santos.
Did they tell you you're not? Some are okay.
It's not enough. It's clearly not enough. If you're someone who follows football closely, you know it's not enough. And Michael Carrick has given
it's enough
the
for
clearest
me.
indication that it's not enough. And if you look at it on paper, it's not enough. Look, let's be very clear. You cannot compete in the Champions League, in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup with Sesko and Zexi as your strikers. Look at the midfield. What have they got in midfield? Bruno Fernandes, Mainu, Andre Santos. Who will come from the bench to help these players in the event that they are not fit to play for them? You go back to the defensive area, even if you look at the left back position. Who's comes from the bench to help Luke Shaw when he's injured? There's nobody there. Who? Patrick Dogu is now being used as a winger. He's not your regular. He's not being used as a left back. He's being used as a winger. That's how he's going to be deployed. So United clearly need some extra signings. And for me, it's shocking that after what Michael Carrick has done, the club is not saying, Michael, we are giving you £300 million. Go and get players. And I think he feels the frustration now that the club is not backing him. And there are those who are even speculating that they are intentionally doing this so that the guy will not succeed so that they can get him out or something. It's ridiculous.
The United situation, at some point, you just have to...
Is it they don't have money?
I don't think they have money. They are looking at the players coming back from loan. Some of the players have gone on loan. Some of them are back.
Players like who?
And the talk of around United these days is about their central midfield role, their DM. I mean, they are looking at Manu Kone, the France player, and then some other.
If we look like that, some other 3 months now.
Some other defensive midfielders options, and then that's the missing piece they believe they need.
All these players they've been talking about them months, weeks.
So
we've heard about them.
That's where the problem is.
An offer has been sent.
That's where the problem is. So I think from a United point of view, I mean, I can't really tell.
Charlie, they have to be careful. No, we need to tell them. United have got to be careful. This whole thing they are flirting around.
Remember, Champions League is not joke. If you don't have squad depth,
you struggle. You
struggle because even last season their squad was very light.
Yeah,
last season when they lost, I think 2 or 3 players, they're always in trouble. Mm-hmm. And this season they've lost Casemiro. So let's say they've replaced Casemiro with Andre Santos. And which other player have they lost? So they've barely made additional signings that would give them that squad depth and quality.
Yeah.
That you
because
need.
You cannot rely on 1 or 2 players to compete. Look, Mbeumo is going to get you goals, but
if Bruno is not there, who is going to
get you? Who's going to fill to stay competitive?
Who's going to fill in the Bruno role if Bruno gets injured?
He's not available.
Who's going to fill in the what's the name? Andre Santos role.
You still want to go into the season.
No, but they still need depth. That's what you are saying. They need depth because you are playing Champions League now. Last season you were playing 1 game a week. Yeah. This season you're playing Champions League. You're going to be in the FA Cup. You're going to stress. You're going to stress. It's going to stretch you. I was just making like kind of like
No, but it is also
an example. So
it's
if
a-
you don't have
yeah, but it's
if
a
you don't have
valid
Bruno and you
conversation
don't
to
sign
have
enough midfielders,
when Bruno is
who
not
can at
around.
least fill in that number 10 slot?
When Bruno is
Should
not around,
Bruno-
who plays in his place? Who?
Messi Mount plays one
Yeah,
game
look
and
at
he's
that.
out for 6 games. So he's not a player.
You know.
He played 2 games in the what's the name? Preseason friendly, and he got hurt. He got injured. He got injured again. So he's not a player. I think you can.
I
you
think
can rely
what
on.
we all agree on is the fact that look, Man United have got to do some signings. We don't know where they're going to find the players. Just have still got some players available. They can come and check them out. Delap is still.
What's if, you know what's considered about United? You're not even hearing rumors saying, oh, they are linked to this midfielder, they are linked to this defender, or it's like they are okay.
Yeah, no, I think like
No, even
like
with
one
the
of our guys,
everybody knew that. Oh, okay, somebody will come, but we didn't know who.
yeah.
Okay,
Rashford
Rashford is
back.
back,
Yeah.
so
It might also help them. It might also help them. Yeah, it might also help them.
Actually,
Because where Rashford is right now, it's not like he has come. He has come, but he's open to leaving if a good offer comes.
he has not left because nobody is going to take him and give him that amount of money he's earning at United. Hey, who go take Intebe then they pay him 300,
Rashford will
300
be
and something? But if he went to Barca, why did you?
Rashford is not an Intebe.
Massa.
He's going to be a
No, but it's
crucial.
a valid question.
Yeah.
He's not an interview. Why didn't you keep him?
No. No, wait. That's why I said businessman. I mean, if you are
No, but you can't throw in business.
If you are going,
anytime.
if you are
They
going
can't
to,
throw
don't
in
meet you
business.
with-
if you are going
This
into
is-
business, if you are going
Yeah.
to, like I mentioned on this very platform one time ago, if you are going to a business with a poor man who is now rich,
Hey, why they take pass?
if you are going to business into once a rich man and you became poor and now he's now rich,
So poor you were selling grass.
so now
Renting
Ah, wait,
your
and now
stadium.
you are no wait.
Renting your stadium for
what
wedding
is it trying to say?
ceremonies.
He's trying to say he's now rich.
and now he is
Now rich now. Rodri won't me.
No, and he's now rich. You should know where he's coming from.
All right, fair enough. I think we're going to be wrapping it up. There's been some rumor about Victor Osimhen to Arsenal. We'll be keeping track on it, but we believe that, look, if Victor Osimhen joins Arsenal, obviously, Arsenal would have really strengthened. He's a really good player, and I don't think they will have an issue. But that's where they'll buy him. You're not too
But
sure
before
about
you
that.
wrap up,
Yeah.
Charlie, you see the Fenerbahce them as squad now.
Charlie.
Rejects.
Not even reject too, but you look at the names on the
Charlie.
The most important part is
Shenshenko.
how they are going to gel together.
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to have that chemistry on
Yeah.
the pitch?
Yeah.
Because we've seen them before.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's a big
that's also
problem. Your
another-
coaching bit too is also another part. So the Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, they all have good players. I mean, they've signed the rejects from other leagues and then probably players from about to retire. I don't know where they are getting the money from. I mean, I believe the Turkish,
like the new Saudi.
is pushing a lot of money
Turkish
because
people have money.
Mohamed Salah also going to
You're asking why
Trabzonspor.
did Salah go to which club?
Trabzonspor.
Trabzonspor.
Charlie, you know the money.
It's money. They've got.
I shock. I
Yeah.
shock.
It's
Hey,
yeah.
if you PR away, they no get like the Saudis.
There's always a point when a player feels that, Charlie, look, forget about the perception people have about the league.
Yeah.
As long as it's getting me my money,
No,
I'll stay. Go and ask
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
It's okay.
It's okay. But Ronaldo is married now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Ciro.
Yeah, Ciro,
It's the
congratulations.
go training way, then they congratulate and way. No man, they
Yeah.
show the ring. He
Yeah.
should not doing hand like this.
Flex
Was
in
a,
the
was a
ring.
very
Once
simple
you see-
ring to, you know?
Flexing the rings on,
Hey,
on,
it's
on,
not simple.
on sync.
No, yeah, I mean,
Looks
simple.
simple, but we ask of the price.
Yeah, but it was a simple ring. It was expensive, but it was simple. You didn't say. Yeah. They signed prenup.
Don't sign and see.
Well,
don't
it's,
sign.
it's,
I actually saw that
part of the
article on,
system.
is it Daily
Part of
Mail?
the system. Yeah. But on the other side also, what chairman is also getting married. The other man also, unfortunately, lost his dad. Messi lost his dad. You haven't
Yeah.
heard about it?
I heard it.
Yeah, man. Were you at the funeral?
Oh no. I know everyone saw it. I mean,
Jerry,
that
we
was
joined in the morning here.
He was in a sobering moment, so you needed to give him some space.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the family needed to have their own quiet time and then mourn George Messi. I mean, he's played a very crucial role in his career. He had to risk it all from Argentina to Barcelona and then paved the way for Messi, who eventually became the best player in world football history and to entirety.
How is he
So-
doing? I hear you've been in touch.
Oh no.
How is he doing? Is he okay?
Oh, Messi is doing well.
He's
He
doing well.
called me this morning.
Yeah.
We spoke for about 3 minutes, and then I told him, bro, everything will be fine.
Bro,
Bro.
I'm calling you good bro.
I said, bro, everything will be fine. Don't worry. I mean, when Matteo and then Ciro Messi all come up, one day we are all going to
They've lost their grandfather.
we're
Quite
going to
painful.
tell them stories about Georgie Messi and then
Yeah.
how Georgie Messi paved the way for us when we couldn't afford 2 square mil a day. How Georgie Messi became a security man at La Masia and then Cameroon, and then Messi eventually became the big man. So that's a big loss for world football, and I believe he's going to come bounce back. We in the studio are saying,
I mean, he's already back
Condolences
training.
to
He has already
Messi's
joined the
father.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
May-
May he so rest in peace. May he so rest in peace. Interesting. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for you today. We're gonna see who is gonna join which club. There's still some players who have still not got a club. Especially some Ghanaian players who don't have a club at the moment. Kwesi Sibo now has a club. We know Andre hasn't got a club. Jordan Lee hasn't got a club. Caleb Ekuban hasn't got a club.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey hasn't got a club.
Your
So we are
captain
looking
and vice.
for clubs for them, and hopefully
And your
before the
general
end of the
captain.
transfer window. Anyway, big shout outs to one of our friends, friends of Extra Time Podcast, Jasmine Levy.
Levi.
Is it Levy or Levi?
Levi.
Levy. I got it right.
Levy.
I got it right. Yeah, Jasmine Levy. All right. Big shout outs to her.
On camera,
she-
yeah, on
she-
camera.
She was in studio for our recording.
Yeah,
today,
Yasmin, we
and,
see you. We see you.
She's based in the US, so Jasmine, shout outs to you. Wish you all the best out there, and of course, we're all gonna miss you. But
She's a Chelsea fan, by the way.
Miss you a lot. You're gonna miss her, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah. We're all gonna
gonna
miss you.
We're all gonna miss you. Special lady by our standard, and she's been very supportive.
Super Jasmine.
And also to Lawrence Baidu, we are waiting for you, man. Bring the black.
Hey!
We didn't talk about Black Queens.
No, we didn't talk about it.
No, a minute of silence for
We didn't
that.
talk about
Hey,
We didn't talk
relax.
about Black Queens.
Hey, why you see what's matter? We didn't talk about Queens. Charlie, producers.
Black Queens.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
my
Lawrence Baidu, all the best to you.
You bring the
in
jerseys. You bring the
Casablanca.
jerseys next week.
Bring the jerseys and make sure you come along with Moroccan gifts.
Black.
Come bearing gifts. Yeah.
Say Black
They
Queens.
want Chantel in what? Yeah, they want Chantel in jersey. So
Nigel.
make sure you bring it. All right. So shout outs to Lawrence Baidu. Shout outs to Omar. Arsenal have got a Community Shield game. Wish them the best there. And shout outs to the Man United fans. We don't know what is happening. They are all wearing black. Yeah, guys. We'll see you again. Take care. Subscribe and share the link.
Black
and,
Queens.
Stay connected. Okay.
Black Queens.
Cheers.